thank you for this opportunity. A year ago in January, we started um, a community advisory group because we kept hearing from community leaders on what needed to happen in communities, but we weren't hearing from the citizens that it was affecting. And as was mentioned earlier, sometimes the people who are the most affected are the most disenfranchised and who are voiceless. And so, what we wanted to do was go into the communities and rally some of those people who have become discouraged because they feel that they have a legitimate concern or complaint and they don't know how to get that to the ears of someone who can make a difference. And so what we've tried to do is communicate to some of those citizens that as an individual, you can speak up, but if you can gather support, like Stephen just said, you know, mobilizing something that is bigger than what you even thought, because there are so many people out there wanting to do something. They don't know what it is that they can do as individuals. But once you mobilize a group and you empower that group, then that group can speak with one voice. And as that group gets louder, the voice gets louder. So what we try to do here in the Lynchburg area, because I have my finger on the pulse of several different things. At the Lighthouse Community Center, where I've been the director of operations for 10 years, start my 11th year at the end of April, Patricia Franklin runs our Democracy Center. And she is the one who helps folks to register to vote, helps them restore their rights. She does a lot of different events out in the community where we have that outreach to say, hey, folks, you can partner with us and we'll help you get your voice heard or help you get those concerns resolved. Because sometimes it's just a matter of not knowing what resources and assistance is available. So one of the things that I personally did with a bill that came out when I first moved to Amherst County, and a few days ago I was on a call with Andrea. We were talking about this bill, which essentially said that anyone who is guilty of moral turpitude, which is a very broad terminology, anyone who was guilty of moral turpitude could not apply for a business license, and any business who knowingly hires someone who is guilty of moral turpitude could lose or forfeit their business license. And we thought that that was unconstitutional. So we wrote letters to the editor. I called the Institute for Justice and the ACLU and other organizations to try to get them to rally behind this. Virginia Organizing was very prominent in getting involved. And as it started out in April, when I moved to Amherst County, by December, we had attended every single Board of Supervisors meeting, and the same 7 Board of Supervisor members who unanimously voted for that law to be passed in April, by December, they had unanimously repealed it. The same folks. And it was only because we were going there, writing letters to the editor, we were going to the meetings. We actually took, when they met on December 1st, we actually took 38 individuals to that Board of Supervisors meetings. The chairman of the board said, we've never had anything like this ever happen before on any issue. And because of that, she said, this is the way democracy is supposed to work. Of course it is. When we see anything, we can't look at it in terms of, is this a bill sponsored by Republicans or is this a bill sponsored by Democrats? We have to look if it's a bill that's sponsored to benefit the American people, which is what our government is supposed to be. Of the people, by the people, and for the people. The people need to speak and let the represented officials, the elected officials, they need to work on behalf of everyone involved, even to the least of those.